You can be a day late or a dollar short. Either way, you don't want to miss the Smackdown Rundown. Which is what this is. Smackdown Rundown.
Oh, there goes the rundown. That was fast.
Where we run down Smackdown.
This is taking way too long. Just hit the case.
Rundown. Smackdown. What matches happened?
Alright. We had some great matches on this.
We had a fun Smackdown.
This was a good episode of SmackDown.
Especially the 6-man tag.
Yes. We had Roman Reigns defeat Luke Harper. We had the New Day defeat Neville and the Lucha Dragons.
What?
We had Cesaro defeat Bo Dallas. We had Ziggler and Ryback defeat Owens and Rusev. And we had Dean Ambrose defeat Seth Rollins. But we opened up with Kane being a hype man.
Yeah, he was trying to get everybody pumped for SmackDown.
He was all kinds of happy. He was ready for SmackDown. He was running through the card, letting us know that
Roman Reigns was going to fight Luke Harper.
Yeah, we're
and
going to get
Dean Ambrose and the Wyatt family were barred from ringside.
Yeah, he told us that Ryback and Ziggler were going to take on Owens and Rusev in a tag team match, and he was just about to tell us what the main event was, but Seth Rollins came out and was a little pissed about being dragged to hell on Monday.
Yeah. As one usually is.
I mean, no one really wants to be dragged to hell. But when you work with Kane, it's kind of a job hazard. It's one of those things you just have to expect to happen every now and again.
It's kind of like, one of my coworkers is the Undertaker. So I have to be under the assumption that there is a chance that one day I could end up in a casket.
Probably. Seth Rollins
Or buried alive.
That too. Seth Rollins didn't take too kindly to this, and he gave Kane an earful. He said, how dare you come out here acting like nothing happened after everything you put me through on Monday, and after everything you did to me at Night of Champions. He goes, I know, I was worried. I thought Sheamus was going to cash in on you.
And he's like, I saw Sheamus and he came down and he tried to cash in on you. I watched it all from the comfort of my own home.
And he's like, oh, what about what you did to me on Monday? He goes, I thought I was doing a nice thing by giving you a U.S. title rematch against John Cena. He's like,
Kane.
No, afterwards, would you
Kane,
drag me through
gold.
It's so good. And he's just... Rollins is just like rattling off these things, and he's like, "Oh my God, you're crazy. You have lost your mind. It's Kane. He's been insane from day one. There's never been a sane moment about Kane. But Kane
never been a sane Kane.
Yeah. But then Kane lets us know that the main event will be Seth Rollins taking on Dean Ambrose. What? A match that we always know is gonna be good.
The feud that we will never get bored of.
Yeah. But we started off with Roman Reigns versus Luke Harper.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised this was the opener.
Yeah, I was too. I was glad about it though, because they did a really good job of
setting the pace,
setting things up. Very physical, still very fast paced. You got two guys that are quick for their size, and they match up really well. Roman Reigns ended up getting the win. Luke Harper was going for a discus clothesline. Ended up getting hit with a Superman punch. He reeled back, bounced off the ropes, came back, tried to go for the clothesline again. The clothesline got ducked. Roman Reigns came back with a spear and picked up the win over Luke Harper.
Yeah, man, that Luke Harper's got tunnel vision when it comes to the discus clothesline.
Well, and then
he just ain't gonna stop spinning until he hits somebody.
Well, and when you get knocked loopy with a Superman punch, you just kind of keep going with whatever seems natural. And apparently, it's the discus clothesline.
Yeah, no, you tried the discus clothesline and got punched. You said, "Fuck, well, let's just try again." That didn't work the first time.
If at first you don't succeed, try again.
Unless you're a skydiver.
Yeah. Then you're dead. Then, just before they came out for their promo, we saw the New Day dunk on some random dude in the back.
He got mad and actually stormed away.
Yeah.
He didn't even pick up his papers.
Yeah, well, sometimes when the New Day dunks on you, you just gotta
walk it off.
You can't dwell on that for too long.
You know what I'm waiting for?
Huh.
Waiting for the New Day to dunk on Stan.
I don't think Stan ever came back.
No?
I think Shawn Michaels super kicked Stan right out of WWE.
I don't know. I'd like to believe that Stan is a trooper.
I mean, that was like 8 years ago. Just saying.
Yeah, well, Howard Finkel's been around since before WrestleMania 1.
That is true. But yeah, we have the New Day come out and talk about how they have to defend their titles against the Dudleys at the October 3rd show at Madison Square Garden.
On the award-winning WWE Network.
Yes.
For the low price of
$9.99. Or free, which usually happens. Well, for a month at least. But they said
they do the free month thing a lot.
Yes. They said that on October the 3rd, they will defeat the Dudleys for the very last time, and they will finally be able to save the tables. Save the tables. But for right now, they have to take on the Gravity Dragons.
Yeah, and them Lucha Dragons and Neville.
This match was fucking awesome.
They did a lot of great stuff. Xavier Woods still tromboning it up, even though he's in the match.
It was so good. Yeah, they were doing the revolving door of kicks, and after he got tagged out, he went out and got his trombone, did a couple for Kofi and Big E. They did their Irish whip drop kick in the corner, and of course, it wouldn't be a New Day match without the trombone.
Yeah.
That's like a part of the team now.
But can we say right now, the most aesthetically pleasing spot of the match with Kalisto and Neville
I thought you were going to say tricep meat. I'm kidding.
The top rope moonsaults with Sin
my
Cara with
God.
a tope con hilo over the top rope, taking out all three members of the New Day, all in almost complete perfect unison.
Absolutely gorgeous. Very reminiscent of their triple dive on the kickoff at Night of Champions. These three are just an awesome trio. They work so well together. The start of the match, we had the dueling flips with Kalisto and Neville.
Yeah.
Right off the bat with Xavier Woods was just awesome. Absolutely phenomenal. But yes, that triple dive actually set up the end of the match. Xavier Woods and Sin Cara were the legal men on either team. Xavier Woods gets in and starts complaining about an eye injury. While Sin Cara's trying to get in, Kofi actually grabs his leg and kind of stalls him for a second. So then when Sin Cara is able to finally get in, Xavier Woods has been able to kind of set up and, kind of plan what's going to happen next. Ends up hitting Sin Cara with a running knee, almost a shining wizard, and ends up picking up the win with that.
Indeed.
So yeah, Sin Cara didn't see it coming. He was planning to finish it off. But unfortunately, the New Day are just too damn good. And they pick up the win over the Gravity
What
Dragons.
can you do when you're going against the New Day?
A whole lot of nothing. Well, you can clap.
Yeah, and then all your problems just disappear. Clap
Well,
therapy, bro.
I'm sure you would agree that another way to get rid of all your problems is just believe. Right?
Yeah.
Well, up next we had Mr. Bo-Leave himself, Bo Dallas, taking on Cesaro.
Yeah, man. And he came out and he was talking about how he survived Suplex City and how Cesaro, man, needs to believe because, he can't even get off Big Show Lane.
Big Show Boulevard.
Boulevard. Street, Boulevard Avenue, roundabout, what have you.
Big Show roundabout.
Big Show cul-de-sac.
That sounds good.
That is a terrible idea. Don't name your cul-de-sac after the Big Show.
This is a pairing I don't think we've seen this yet.
Not to my knowledge.
If you guys can think of a time where we've seen Bo Dallas versus Cesaro, not on a house show, please post down in the comments because it was an interesting pairing. You got really excited because you're like, this is something.
It had a lot of potential.
Yeah, and it lived up to it pretty well. For a first time as far as we're concerned, Bo Dallas didn't necessarily challenge Cesaro in any way.
No, but he came up with some interesting offensive techniques
Yes, he did.
to play on the fact that, okay, like 2 weeks ago, Cesaro's ribs got hurt, and then last week, Monday, Cesaro strained his back fighting the Big Show.
Yep.
So he's been both ribs and back. So basically the entire torso of Cesaro is a target at this point. And he waits till Cesaro's on the apron, and he actually pulls on the ring skirt, causing Cesaro to slip and bump on the edge of the ring.
One hell of a back bump. Right on the edge. Just... Oh.
Very similar to like if Owens does the powerbomb on the apron.
Yes, very much so. But
gave him control for a good portion of the match afterwards.
Yeah, but it still wasn't enough because Cesaro was able to hit that Swiss roll that he's got the arm
hammerlock.
He's got the hammerlock, the legs over the head, and tucking the legs as well with his other leg, and you can't get out of something like that. That's just
no, and. I don't remember who was saying it. Booker T, I believe, was saying that, attacking the core strength of Cesaro, hindering his ability, not necessarily taking it away completely, but hindering his ability to do the neutralizer, hindering his ability to do the swing, forced Cesaro to use finesse over strength to win the match.
Yep. And that's the great thing about Cesaro is he's versatile. He can do just about anything, and this proves it. Yep. So good win over Bo Dallas.
Cesaro's fantastico.
Now,
Cesaro fantastico.
What we usually get for a main storyline, maybe usually to open the show, where you get one person talking, another person comes out, and they all just start trying to talk over each other. We got that with the Divas this time.
Yeah.
We had Charlotte and Becky.
Unfortunately, there wasn't a match.
No match. I think this is setting up for something big coming on, though. I think now, spoiler alert, we've got Natty back. If you didn't watch Raw, but Natty shows up on SmackDown. I think now we're gonna get another resurgence of some really interesting combinations as far as Divas go.
Yeah.
But Charlotte and Becky come out and they start thanking the WWE Universe. For all the support as far as Team PCB was considered.
And the whole Divas Revolution.
And the Divas Revolution as well.
Thank you guys for believing.
It was a dream come true to win the Divas Championship on Sunday. She doesn't get to go much further because Paige ends up coming out.
Yeah.
Paige saying, it's nice that
a very insincere, sincere apology.
Yeah, she starts apologizing.
It's like if I could write the word insincere, but put the in part in parentheses.
Yeah.
So it's like it's up to you to decide which parts were sincere.
I'm really sorry about all the things I said on Monday. Like, Becky, when I said that you're the least relevant out of all of us and you'll never win the Divas Championship, well, I didn't mean that. I mean, you could win the Divas Championship. You could prove us all wrong.
Yeah, whether or not you're relevant, you could still win the championship.
Yeah.
Look, Nikki Bella did it.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just
stayed champion for 300 days. Oh, 301, sorry. Thanks for reminding me. No, 301, not 2.
So she's kind of trying to drive a wedge between Charlotte and Becky, telling Becky she could win the title because Charlotte's champion. Then this brings Natty out, and Natty's like, Paige, you're kind of being a bitch.
And I was like, hey, don't call my woman a bitch.
But then she looked at you, she's like, well, she's kind of being a bitch.
I said, okay, you're right.
And she...
Me and Natty go way back. I can't get mad at Natty.
You can't get Natty at Natty?
Can't stay mad at Natty.
It's...
Well, you know her dad?
Yeah.
Scary motherfucker.
Natty pretty much kind of just says what she said on Raw when she was backstage with Paige, saying,
Rhyme master over here.
I didn't even intend to.
Can't stay Natty if you're backstage with Paige.
Saying that all the things that she said wasn't fair, and that she's going about this completely wrong, and then Paige ends up saying, well, that's it. It's funny you should say that because you're out here trying to leech onto what we've been doing, trying to make yourself relevant again.
Yeah.
And let's face it, I'm better than you, Natty. And then she slapped the shit out of Natalya.
And then left.
And so Natty, I don't know, Natty is kind of like pseudo-aligned herself with Charlotte and Becky just with the fact that Paige is kind of being a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm definitely sensing Natty looking out for herself pretty soon. What? Were you doing Paige is a bitch?
Yeah. Paige is a bitch. Ah, that's bitch. Hey, that's bitch.
But yes, a great promo from all the girls.
Okay,
you know, as
Nikki Bella's the 2+2 not knowing what the fuck it is,
bitch. Yeah, I like the fact that the girls are getting long promo time. This is good.
Yeah.
Good to build the division and give everyone a chance to really.
Here's what I want to see out of that promo, and I was telling you earlier.
Yeah.
While we were watching it, is I feel like it's a swerve.
Yes.
And that Natty is going to end up eventually teaming with Paige.
Yeah.
And maybe not even a swerve so much as a, well, if I can't beat him, join him kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Paige and Natty will have a match on Raw. And Paige will win. Natty will eventually be like, hey, you know what? Maybe you're right.
Yeah.
But we'll be more dominant together than we would be if we were separate kind of thing.
And you were
join up. And I want to see Natty and Paige versus Charlotte and Becky Lynch.
Yeah. And
just for the standpoint that would be an amazing wrestling match.
And you were also saying, like, breaking down the whole Divas Revolution, rather than trios, break it down to just strictly tag teams.
Yeah.
So you'd have the Bellas, you'd have Becky and Charlotte, you have Natty and Paige, maybe you keep Sasha and Naomi together.
I think Naomi and Tamina would stick around because
they
were more established when Team Bad started.
So maybe you get Alicia Fox and Sasha Banks?
I'd pay to see that team.
That'd be a good team.
What?
Let's move on. We had Ziggler and Ryback taking on Rusev and Owens. 4 solid workers. Wasn't the greatest.
3.5 solid workers. 1/2 mushy worker.
That's okay. I mean, there wasn't really anything spectacular about this match.
Yeah.
It was just kind of a standard tag team match. Some entertaining stuff from Owens. Owens trying to get Rusev to body slam Ziggler. He got in and body slammed and he goes, see that? Slam. Slam is good. You get in here. You can do it. Come on. Give him a body slam. And then he goes to body slam Ziggler and Ziggler reverses it and body slams Rusev instead. This kind of led to the end where Owens is just kind of pissed at Rusev for completely fucking everything up.
Yeah.
Rusev is not on his game, so
nope.
Owens ends up leaving.
Has not been as of late.
And Rusev's like, what? What are you doing? You gotta come back. No, what? Never mind. Go away.
And he hurls Ziggler into the ring, but Ziggler ends up getting right back up and kicking him in the face.
Yes. Which sets Ryback up, who is the legal man, to hit Shell Shock on Rusev and pick up the win for him and Ziggler.
So, that's right, count them folks, there are now 5 members of the We Pinned Rusev Club.
Then we had, just like we had the New Day talking about their tag team match earlier, we had the Dudleys walking through the backstage, Bubba saying, and that kid that plays the trombone is always playing the trombone. Renee Young ends up showing up, says, hey, we heard what the New Day had to say about your guys' match on October 3rd.
We heard the New Day say.
And Bubba goes, you know what? I understand that you're a fan of them, Renee, but here's the thing. They walk around here, acting like they care about the WWE Universe, acting like they care about the WWE. But you know what they don't do? They don't act like champions.
Oh. That's not where I thought that was going.
And so Bubba says, "Oh yeah, they want to save the tables." Well, on October 3rd, they're going to end up becoming 10-time tag team champions when they beat the New Day.
What's funny is the New Day wants to save the tables, but the Dudleys probably have tables saved for the New Day.
That's probably a fact. That's like 99% truth right there.
Yep.
Thanks for that.
The other percent was our truth.
Oh, yeah. Well,
99% truth and 1% our truth.
Devon starts to say a little bit. Doesn't get very far because then the primetime players show up.
The what the hell are we doing with these guys team?
Darren Young wants to shake Devon's hand, and Titus says, after you guys beat the New Day, you'll want to look for us because they're going to be coming after the tag team titles.
Yeah. Okay.
It's weird.
Let's have the least exciting tag team champions that's happened in the last 5 years come in and try and go for the belts again.
We had Seth Rollins talking to JoJo. He was asking JoJo, like, do you believe this crap that Kane's trying to pull?
She's like talking about Kane almost as if she's buying into the whole split personality shtick. And Rollins is very upset.
Split personality? What are you talking about?
I don't know. Dissociative identity disorder is actually closer to what this represents, not split personality disorder.
Yeah.
But that's only because I used to sit in on-site classes. But
and then he also talks about how Kane can go ahead and put me in whatever match he wants. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna beat Dean Ambrose just like I've done before.
He has. That's true.
Yeah. Then, of course, for our main event, we had an awesome match between Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins.
Because these guys are good.
They're
very good.
Never not entertaining. It's just always good stuff. They have such good chemistry.
They like to counter each other a lot.
And now, especially with the different storylines that Seth Rollins has been in, every time he goes through a new storyline, he just gets better.
Yeah.
And
one thing I want to go back to his promo, actually, is that he threatened to... Because he's talking about Kane, like, hey, okay, it's you have to be careful who you put against Seth Rollins, because he hurts people.
Right.
I mean, look what he did to Sting.
Man.
So they're actually taking that bit and kind of running with it.
Yeah.
Which is, some people might find it distasteful, but it actually really helps, I think, the Seth Rollins character.
Oh, for sure.
So it's not like they're going to gloss over the fact that, yes, Sting did get hurt in their match, but they're actually going to let Seth Rollins use that as guess what I did?
Yeah.
I hurt the legendary Sting.
Yeah, and he would actually revisit that again because the end of the match, Rollins is about to win.
Yeah, because he hit the buckle bomb.
Yeah, hits the buckle bomb. Ambrose is down. Kane's fire goes off. We get the red and orange lights going on. He's looking at the ring, waiting for it to open up and Kane to pop out.
And then Kane doesn't come out, so he just starts looking in every direction because he could be coming from the crowd or the ramp or from the commentator's table.
Or it could be Dean Ambrose coming up from behind him and hitting an O'Connor roll and pinning the WWE World Heavyweight Champion right in the middle of the ring.
1, 2, 3.
And Seth Rollins going, what the fuck?
And Ambrose is like, peace, I'm out.
Yep. Rollins would end up saying, that line, you saw what I did to Sting. He's now trying to threaten Kane.
Yeah, he basically says, hey, anyone you're going to put in the ring with me, Kane, be it yourself or anybody else, I beat everyone. I injure people, and I will destroy anybody no matter who it is.
Because he's Seth freaking Rollins.
Yep, we're firm believers in the Seth movement.
Absolutely. Yeah, that was it for SmackDown.
Decent SmackDown, guys.
I do want to go back and make a note that we didn't say that after the New Day beat the Gravity Dragons, they all had a dance party on the commentary table.
Yeah.
Kofi was twerking, Big E was hip swiveling, all while Xavier Woods was playing the trombone.
Laying down on the table.
Yes. Very entertaining. But that's it for the SmackDown rundown. Be sure to like, favorite, subscribe. Be Be sure to click all them links down.
Talking about Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, Reddit, and the emails.
He knows them.
Emails.
Fans Talk Wrestling at gmail.com. And
Kevin_Hawk 626
you're no fun.
at hotmail.com.
And then be sure to post down in the comments what you thought about SmackDown. What do you think about this whole Kane?
Do you enjoy it nearly as much as I do? Because this is my favorite thing since...
The New Day?
Yeah, which is my favorite thing since...
2000.
What's a good thing? Like... The New Day and Kane being a thing on TV at the same time is like the best thing since fucking
Shield versus the Wyatts.
Yeah, I was trying to think like when I discovered something cool. I guess I don't know. I can't think of anything as cool as this.
That's how good it is. We're enjoying it. Are you enjoying it? If you're not, why? What's wrong with you? Have some fun. Post in the comments why you don't like it, and we can make fun of you.
We will.
Or post. Let us know if you've ever seen Cesaro go against Bo Dallas. I'm really interested to see if that has ever happened before. But after you're done with that, check out that playlist that's over on the other side of Kevin Hawk. We got a Raw review. We have our Night of Champions review. We have our midweek wrap up, and you can rewatch the SmackDown rundown if you so choose. And coming this Monday, we will have a brand new indie news.
So be sure to check back for that.
People. Yeah. Thanks for watching the SmackDown rundown. Suckle.
Thanks for all your support on all of our online forums that you can find us.
Much appreciated.
Be it the Instagram or Reddit or Tumblr or Facebook.
All you people that have been following us on Tumblr, I follow you right back as soon as you do, so we appreciate that as well.
Yeah, you get some follow back from the Wrestling Rundown.
Hell yeah.
Because we are generous.
Thanks for people adding me on Twitter as well. I got a new one today. Thank you for that. Thanks for watching. Let's talk wrestling.
Because we're fans.
See you guys in whatever video you decide to watch next.